Hello, this is Lakshmi Kantiwari. In this video tutorial, I'm going to take you through TI Cloud tools. So, TI has introduced a cloud development platform. So, you can access this cloud development platform with http dev.ti.com. Here you will see a list of applications, cloud applications developed by TI. So, I'm going to take each of these applications in detail so that you can get overview what are these applications. So let's take the first resource explorer, and if we take the first resource explorer, so as it is written here, it contains example libraries and the documentations for almost all TI boards. So it takes a little bit time to open. You can click in and it will open it into a new tab. And apart from this TI Resource Explorer, you have a CCS Cloud. It's a Code Composer Studio cloud based, right? So either you have a two option. You can use a desktop version, which is of course better than cloud as of now I have found. But if you do not have a space in your computers and you want a consistency between your MacBook and your Windows or Linux PC, then of course you can use CCS Cloud. So let's come to the TI Resource Explorer. Here there are few things which you can see. Either you can search from here or you can select a board from here directly. Means you can search some topic from here and you can get a board from here directly. So let's select a board. I'm going to select board CC2650. Okay, so this is CC2650 launchpad, and here is the sensor tag. I have already covered CC2650 sensor tag, but now I'm gonna cover CC2650, of course not in this video tutorial. After this I'll make more videos on CC2650 and CC3200. So let's open this CC2650. Once you open it, you will see that it has opened here a tree type of the menu bar. So here you have device documentation inside this CC26X0, and my device is CC2650F128, right? And then you can get here data sheet, application notes, and the TI designs. And if you come into the development tools, you have here IDE. So the IDE Code Composer Studio, and there are utilities which you need: Pinmux, Uniflash, and GUI Composer. Okay, I'll take that later. Then if you come into the software, it has a TI RTOS, right? So the TI RTOS, however, the TI ports have a freedom to use TI RTOS or any other type of RTOS. However, TI recommends to use the TI RTOS for better performance. So here it has a launchpad, driver example. So inside the driver examples, you can get a pin examples, PWM, RF examples, UART examples, etc. So let's take a UART echo example, right? So you can download this UART examples directly, or you can go through all these UART other examples, right? Fine. So this is PWM. Now let's take some few more examples. Okay, so I'm gonna search here CC3200. Okay, so here is the device and the launchpad, both are available, and let it load. And while it is loading, CC3200, so here we have a device and the development tools. So let's select a device CC3200, right? So once you select the device, it would comes the software. So here we have a Simple Link SDK plugins, Simple Link SDK also, and SDK contains many more example files. And if you click here on kits and the boards, then you will get this launchpad, right? And if you click on the SDK, then you will get here the SDK find compatible versions. Somehow I think Texas Instrument has removed that application example files. perhaps they have removed, but here you can get a simple link sensors and plugins etc, but somehow it's not getting, it's not getting very helpful to us. So let's search CC26 CC3200 launchpad. CC3200 launch Excel. So if you select this launchpad, then let's see what we will get here. First we will get the documentations, then you can get the SDK, but still SDK do not have any example here, right? So these are the just debug probes etc, but we are not having any example here, right? Anyway, so this is all about this TI resource explorers. You can select any board from here and then you can go you can go to the data sheets and resources, examples etc. However, TI is still developing it and sometimes you will get very frustrating to use this cloud platform, but still they are developing. That's very appreciable. Now let's come back to the CCS Cloud. If you open a CCS Cloud, it is just a duplicate version of desktop version of Code Composer Studio. So it is just running on the cloud. Sometimes you will get frustrated to use the CCS Cloud. I have been getting a lot of problem while using CCS Cloud. You need to download the cloud agents and it downloads, it installs successfully, but sometimes it becomes the very hard to download code uh, into your development board. However, still it is very appreciable that TI is developing such type of cloud-based IDE that would be that would be compatible across all your devices, including Mac OS and Windows and Ubuntu or some other type of. Okay, so that means you can directly access this CCS um, from your you can access this CCS directly from your browser. Right. So apart from this, if you see it here, uh, it has almost the same functionality like your desktop versions. You can create a new CCS projects, you can create a new Energy sketch, you can import CCS projects, you can import Energy sketch, upload files, and you can do a lot more things. Something it's almost like desktop versions. Okay, edit, find, projects. So if you see it, it's almost everything like that, and you can also connect your Dropbox with the Cloud Composer Cloud Studio, and then you can import from the Dropbox, you can export to the Dropbox directly, and it has run and the debug etc, right? So I'm not sure how many applications you can create in this CCS Cloud, and okay, so this is all about the CCS Cloud. Let's move to the another cloud, that's the Pinmux. Okay, so Pinmux and the Uniflash, we are going to take both together. So while Pinmux and the Uniflash is loading, let's open UI Composer also, and I'm gonna also open this gallery and booster pack checkers and E2E community. Okay, so let's take the Pinmux tool first. Somehow the internet is getting slow little bit, so let it to load first. Let's see if anything is loaded. Yes, so let's come to the first code composer. Let's come to the first E2E community, right? So here E2E community of Texas Instruments, I mean you can get questions for your queries, I mean answers for your queries, and if you don't get the answer, then you can post your own questions here. Okay, it's really very helpful to you if you are developing first time developing your embedded system first time on TI boards. So let's search something. Okay, let's search a Wi-Fi issue. Okay, let's search Wi-Fi issue in CC3200. See here. Okay, so you are getting a lot of Wi-Fi issue based that. So let me show you something else. SD card interfacing. right, with CC3200. See here, you will get here SD card interface with CC3200. Let's see the temperature sensor, right? Let's search a temperature sensor. A temperature sensor, right? So here you see one wire temperature sensors, etc. Camera interface means first you need to search your query, and still if you don't get the answer, then you can create a new query, and that's very simple. Sign into the post. If you don't have account, you need to register on the ti.com and then sign in and post your query. And there are many more TI E2E contributors, and if you see here, there are many top contributors and top TI contributors, etc., and they will be answering your questions directly. Okay, anyway, so let's close the C2E. Let's come back to the booster pack checker. So suppose that if you want a booster pack and you are not sure whether it supports your board or not, so let's see CC3200 launchpad. So let's first add it, and after that let's see the booster pack. Okay, and let's see the booster pack for the sensor, any type of sensors. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, the sensor hub booster pack. So if suppose that you are not sure whether this sensor hub booster pack supports your CC3200 or not, then you can simply just click on it, and then it will show is it compatible or not. And of course, as it is saying, it is not compatible, so you cannot interface this and this very simply. So let's remove it and see something else. Okay, let's see this one, sensor booster pack plugin module. Is it supported? Yes, it's compatible and it's S. And if you see here, it will show you how yours this boost sensor booster pack plugin module and your CC3200 launchpad can be interfaced together. So if you hover on the pin numbers, it will show you the pin summary and the pin status. Suppose that the pin number 1, its function is the power, and it is powering CC3200 as well as the booster. Okay, the pin number 2, the function is analog, and if you see there, pin number 2 is function is analog, instance is analog input, and its name is GPIO3, and the pin status it is available. So you can go through any pin, and if you see pin number 9 is SCL, pin number 10 is the SDA. Okay, pin number 8 is the general GPIO, pin 7 is SPI clock, pin 15 is SPI MOSI, 16 is the reset, 14 is MISO, and 18 is SPI CS. So okay, so this is all about the booster pack checkers, so you can test as per your need. Okay, let's move to the another one. It's a gallery explorer. Okay, so the gallery, so before gallery I have to cover this GUI composer. So suppose that you want to make something a cloud-based IoT applications, then you can make here. Okay, so let's create a new project, and then let's make a let's create MSP430 the temperature demo. Okay, and let's give a name here. It's YouTube. Okay, and it's a YouTube autofill you can either do, and let's click on the OK. So it's like a cloud data login, and then you can upload your data on this cloud, and then it will show you, right? So here, right, so if you connect it and it will plot the temperature here, then you can get the LED etc from here. Okay, right, see, LED on, LED off, etc. So it's really very helpful. Okay, see. So however, I have not connected my MSP430, otherwise it could have connected, and it could have given the data here, and that data you can get publishing okay, so you can publish the theme, and then you can you can publish this theme, and then it will come into the gallery. So suppose that if we take here and if you want to add few more things, you can add those few more things. Okay, the component, suppose that if you want to add here the text, image, meter, etc., then you can add. Okay, meter type, you can say the water meter, analog gauge, compass, etc., and let's create it. Okay, see here, this meter has been added. Okay, perfect. And if you want to make some changes, you can of course make these changes. Okay, fine. So that suppose that if you develop there and then you can publish that into the gallery. Here few people have been already published that, so let's take the humidity test in the gallery. So this is a GUI Composer app to demonstrate a humidity control application. Okay, so let's close this GUI Composer and come to the gallery. So for that, as I told you, you have to install the cloud TI cloud agent setups. However, I have already installed, I have already mentioned this. Okay, the TI, it's really very difficult to get it working. I have already installed this TI cloud agent, but still it is asking to install it once again. So let's see if it install. However, so let it install while, and I have connected my CC2650, and once it will install, then it will automatically detect my CC2650. However, if it cannot detect, then you can search from here directly CC2650, the launchpad, right? So the selected device, etc., then you can start it, right? So while here, then you can sorry, I think we got into Uniflash. I was describing you Uniflash. So it was a Uniflash, right? So the thing which I was explaining you, it was a Uniflash. So suppose that if you want to program your device, you can directly program it from your internet, okay, with the browser. So this TI Cloud Agent has been downloaded. Let it install first. Okay, so it's installing. Great. So TI has been has installed it. So let's refresh it. We can reload it one more time, and then it will see if it works. It's detecting connected devices. So let's see if it can detect. However, it is not asking to install the TI Cloud Agent. So I think Cloud Agent has been successfully installed. And yes, it has got my launchpad and it's a serial number, etc. Now I can start the programming of my device. So if you just click on the start, okay, so then it will ask, so suppose that if you want to flash any image or not. So it's a very simple, you can flash image. Suppose that if I take this one here, earlier I have already taken that simple peripheral CC2650 launchpad.hex, and then you can load this image, okay, and it will ask you to wait for few seconds. The first time it may ask you to wait for a minute, but after the first time it will set each and everything, and then it may take few seconds, only 10 to 20 seconds maximum. Okay, so let it load first, and let's come to the here humidity control. Okay, so this is this is made for a CC3200 launchpad connected through the Wi-Fi and the Groove Booster pack, and then it is showing the temperature outside, the inside, humidity, LED, humidity, etc. However, the device is not connected, but still it is showing that the connected. Okay. Right. So it is asking to update the firmware. So let's update this firmware. Okay. And now I think if you see here, the firmware update is successfully, now it is loading, configuring, and then now it is loading a program inside a microcontroller. Okay. So now let's come to the TI Mux tool. So the TI Mux tool is very useful to identify the pin number, the GPIO and the hardware pin numbers. So let's select the board here. Okay. So it has only one board as of now and it do not support more than one board. So let's start it. Okay. So setting up a PinMux projects, it's a setting perfectly. Now you can see here the peripherals, it has ADC, display, DMA, etc. And then here is the requirements, okay, the ADC pins. And then you can see here the hardware, the chip, and green means the pin is assigned, and gray means pin is available, and this means the fixed. So these pins are the fixed, either for the power or for the ground, etc. that cannot be used, but these pins are available. So if you hover on this pin number, let's say P1.0, then you can see here the alternate function as well as pin name, descriptions and the requirement, etc. So this is all about the pin TI PinMux tools. Now let's come back to the UniFlash. So while UniFlash, it has loaded the program successfully inside our CC3200, the launch pad, right? So inside the cloud tool, suppose that if you come to the resource explorer one more time, I need to come here and I would like to load some I would like to try to load load an example here inside my CC3 CC2650 launchpad. Okay, so let's take it and let's come back to the TI Autos and then come to the development tools 2650 and let's take the kernel. No, I don't want kernel example. I want this driver example, right? So one more thing, let's open the CCS Cloud also. So while driver example is not showing, let's see. This happens many times with the TI, it may not load properly. So you need to wait or you need to refresh it many times. So this is what I have been getting. However, in the due time TI may. So let's come to the driver example. So here I'm gonna take a UART example, right? So here is UART eco example. So you can download this UART eco example, right? So it is downloading. So suppose that if you want to create a new CCS project, you can create a new CCS project from here directly, right? However, it has found that it's a very big file, so I'm not gonna test it in this video tutorial, but in the next tutorial definitely I'll test a few programs directly from the cloud. Okay, so I think I must stop this video tutorial. It must have been more than 20 or 25 minutes. So thanks for watching this tutorial and stay tuned for the next ones. I'll be covering few more very interesting topics and the embedded system programming tutorials. So subscribe this channel so that you can get update directly into your inbox. Okay, bye bye, have a nice day.